Getting ready to quilt Barbara's quilt on the long arm, and I know that you're interested in the machine itself. The frame is 10 feet long, and it has a table here, and the machine runs on a dolly that moves back and forth, and then also this in this direction, so that you can make swirls and circles by holding onto these handles. A long arm sewing machine is just a sewing machine. It does all the regular things a sewing machine does. What the difference is that a sewing machine has a very small throat, and a long arm has a very large throat. This one is 18 inches from here to here, and that's why it's called a long arm. The company is Avante, and I named her Evita because I like the sound of Evita the Avante, but also I never want to cry for her. And so far, in I think the 12 years I've owned her, she has never made me cry. She is not the $30,000 machine that you can put in a design and push a button and the machine will go ahead and quilt your quilt. This one is always hand guided. Very easy to guide. I can guide her with a couple of fingers. I want to show you now the what she does do for me. So I'm going to show you the front here and turn her on. And she does have several things that are computerized. My favorite is the regulated stitch, so that I have set this for 10 stitches per inch, and that means if I go really fast, she'll sew 10 stitches per inch, and if I go very slowly, she'll sew 10 stitches per inch, so I don't have to worry about my speed. I can have the needle stop down. This is the tension. Whoops, hello. This is the tension. I'm not sure what the number means, but the tension is just the same as the tension on your regular machine. I turn this to make it tighter or looser. The bobbin is a front-loading bobbin down in here. And before I start to quilt, I will put some oil in there. First I'll dust it out if there's any fuzz in there, and then I will oil it. So now what I'm doing is I am loading the back of the quilt onto the machine. The back is the bottom of the quilt sandwich. There'll be batting, and then the top goes on it. This is the inside of the back. The outside will face the floor. It's a very pretty pebbled pink that Barbara chose. I asked her to pick a wide backing piece. Most quilting fabrics about 42 inches wide. This is 108 inches wide, so we don't have to have seams in the back. It can be one flat piece. And I'm just putting the last pins in to connect it to a canvas leader. This is the other one, so it's quite wide. It's made of canvas, and you can pin through it and pin your piece of quilt right on it. So you can see for a minute that I am putting the last pins in to hold the back on. And then I'm going to roll the whole back painstakingly onto this bar. There are 3 bars. This we call the belly bar. And I don't know what we call this, but this is the take-up bar. So I have to carefully roll this on, starting in the middle and making sure it's even all the way across on every roll, so that I don't end up either with a back that's shaped like wide on the outside and tight on the inside, like Doug, what do you call the thing that the sand goes? Hourglass. I don't want an hourglass, and I don't want a hammock. I don't want it tight on the sides and loose. So my next job is to roll this up, and then every single time, for all 108 inches, pull it out to the edge and make sure it's flat. So that's my next job. Once it's completely on here, I will put it under this bar and attach it to this canvas leader and roll it up so that I have a beautiful flat surface. And then the batting and the top go on. And I'll show you that when I get there.